A child's skull was found in a cave in South Africa. The eye sockets had been pierced clean through. Not by a knife, not by a fall, by talons. The killer was an eagle. The child was 3 years old. His name today is the Taung child. He died 2.5 million years ago, and he was carried into the cave the same way a modern eagle carries a rabbit. Lifted into the air by an animal that weighed less than him, dropped onto a stone shelf, eaten. For a long time, we believed ancient humans were the top predator. We made fires, we made tools, we hunted in groups. Everything in the textbooks says we were the apex. But for most of human history, we were not the hunter. We were the rabbit. The Taung child was the first proof. The skull was found in 1924 by a quarry worker in South Africa. For decades, scientists argued about what killed him. Some said another hominid. Some said a leopard. The skull was small. The bite marks were strange. It did not match any predator we knew. Then, in 2005, a researcher named Lee Berger did something nobody had thought to do. He went to the African crowned eagle nests in the same region. He climbed the trees. He looked at the bones the eagles had dropped beneath their nests. The pattern matched the Taung child exactly. 2 parallel puncture marks through the eye sockets. Talon damage to the back of the skull. Soft tissue stripped from the skull, but the bones left whole. Eagles do this. They eat through the face. They pull the brain out through the eye sockets. The African crowned eagle is still alive today. It hunts monkeys. It hunts small antelope. And when given the chance, it hunts human children. Conservation reports from Uganda and the Congo Basin record at least 7 confirmed eagle attacks on children in the last 50 years. 3 of them fatal. This was the everyday reality of being 3 years old 2.5 million years ago. But eagles were not the worst of it. The fossil record from East Africa is a list of things that killed our ancestors. Dinofelis, a leopard-sized cat with the body of a jaguar and the canines of a sabertooth. Its teeth match puncture wounds on hominid skulls perfectly. Some researchers believe Dinofelis specialized in hunting our ancestors the way modern lions specialize in zebra. We were not occasional prey. We were the menu. Then there was the giant hyena, Pachycrocuta, twice the weight of a modern spotted hyena, strong enough to crack open the femur of an elephant, fast enough to run down a sprinting hominid. Its jaws could crush a skull like a grape. Its caves are full of broken human bones. And the sabertooth, Meganterion, smaller than the famous Smilodon but built for stealth. It hunted in dense bush. It dropped from low branches. By the time you saw it, you were already dead. Then there were the crocodiles. The Nile crocodile alone has been linked to fossil bite marks on dozens of early human bones around lakes in East Africa. A 2 million-year-old hominid named Olduvai hominid 8 has a foot bone with bite marks that match an ancient crocodile species twice the size of modern ones. The skies, the grass, the water. Everywhere our ancestors went, there was something with claws or jaws built specifically to eat them. And here is what changed everything. In 2012, an anthropologist named Donna Hart and a primatologist named Robert Sussman published a study titled Man the Hunted. They went through every available hominid fossil that showed evidence of cause of death. Australopithecus, Homo habilis, early Homo erectus. The result was unambiguous. The vast majority of early hominid deaths showed predator marks, eagle talons, big cat punctures, hyena crushing fractures, crocodile bite scars. Almost none showed evidence of being killed by another human. For the first several million years of the human story, we were not killing each other. We were being eaten. This changes how we think about everything. About fear, about sleep, about fire, about why human beings still flinch at shadows, still wake up at the smallest sound, still feel a spike of panic when something moves in the corner of our eye. That is not a malfunction. That is a system built over 2 million years by the animals that hunted us. This is why we are afraid of the dark. A modern child can be terrified of monsters under the bed, and parents will say it is irrational. It is not irrational. For 2 million years, the dark contained leopards, sabertooths, hyenas, eagles that worked in pairs around twilight. For most of human history, if you were a child sleeping alone in the dark, you would not survive the night. Your fear of the dark is older than your language, older than your tools, older than your species. This is also why we are afraid of snakes. A study in 2013 at the University of Virginia found that human infants identify the shape of a snake faster than any other object in their visual field. Faster than faces, faster than food, faster than anything else they have ever been shown. Babies who have never seen a snake recognize it instantly. The reason is in the fossil record. Our primate ancestors evolved alongside venomous snakes for 60 million years. Vision systems in primates are believed by some researchers to have developed in part because of the need to spot snakes in low light. The snake came before the eye. The eye came after the snake. When you jump back from a coiled garden hose in your driveway, you are not malfunctioning. You are running a program written by venomous snakes 60 million years ago. The program does not know that the hose is a hose. The program only knows shape, and the shape says run. The same is true for spiders, for sudden movement at the edge of vision, for falling, for loud noises behind you, for being watched. Every phobia in modern psychology can be traced to something that used to eat us. And then we changed. Around 2 million years ago, our ancestors started doing something no other prey species had ever done. They started fighting back. Not with bigger teeth, not with faster legs, with each other, with coordination, with sticks and rocks, and eventually with fire. For the first time in evolutionary history, a primate could stand its ground against a sabertooth. Not alone, together. And the predators began to notice. Studies of modern hunter-gatherer societies show that when a group of humans enters predator territory, the predators leave. Lions, leopards, even tigers. They move away. They do not engage. 3 to 5 humans walking together, carrying sticks, will displace a fully grown male leopard from a fresh kill. The leopard remembers something written into its genes. Hominids in a group will attack. Hominids in a group will not run. We did this. Our ancestors. The same species that for millions of years was carried into eagle nests and dropped onto cave floors became the species that lions avoid. But the wiring is still there. When you walk into an empty parking garage at night and your heart speeds up. When you wake at 3 in the morning, convinced something is in the room. When you scan a forest path and feel watched. That is your inheritance. From the children who did not survive the night. From the mothers who heard the cat in the grass too late. From 2 million years of being the rabbit. The Tong child died in 19 seconds. Long enough to feel the talons. Long enough to be lifted. Not long enough for his mother to reach him. His skull is in a museum in Johannesburg now. The puncture wounds are still there. 2 clean holes through the orbital bones, pressed into the skull by an eagle that has been extinct for 2 million years. Your ancestors were the ones who survived, the ones who heard the wing beat, the ones who looked up in time, the ones who ran. That fear in your chest at the wrong sound, that instinct to look behind you in the dark. You are the descendant of the ones who looked. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We're already working on a new and exciting video for you.